But at the end of the day, it's just like enjoy it. Like this, are you pooping? You pooping, bro? What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Roommates Playmaker Original. We have a special guest with us today, two-time national champion, Final Four MOP, NBA champion with the Milwaukee Bucks. Obviously, our teammate, and actually one of the only 20 players with a high school state basketball championship, NCAA championship, and NBA championship. So congrats on that, my guy. Donte Divacenzanono. And
a minute in with the mispronunciations.
It's good to have. No, the reason why, actually, cause I sent him a voice memo the first time because I went to Saks on Greenwich Ave, and I go in and try to find Shannon, and the security guard was mad hype because I had like a Knicks hoodie. He was like, oh, what's up, man? You that Divacenzanono? I'm like, bro, first off, we don't even have the same skin complexion. There's nothing of us the same. So then I sent him a voice memo of that, and then that's been his name since.
Stuck after that.
Yeah.
Final Four mop.
Right,
this one, okay.
You did.
You were the mop of the Final Four.
You did. You did have a great Final Four.
Yeah.
Thanks. It was a
great
Final
championship
Four.
game.
Yeah.
It's probably our most requested guest too, I think, honestly.
Yeah, everybody wanted. Yeah, everybody was like, "Yeah, bring Tayon, bring Tayon."
And it took us a little while. You tried a few times.
I tried. He canceled on me 3 times, and then Jalen asked, and then
Jalen got it on the first ask.
No, honestly, Jalen asked. I didn't answer him, and I have the messages.
He didn't answer me, so then I said, "Yo,"
and then all of a sudden
I started violating.
And it was already confirmed, so I'm not. I can't back out.
So let's get right into it.
3 times.
Our first impressions of meeting us. You can start with Josh.
First impressions of like when I first met y'all. Oh, I don't even. Do you remember when I first met you? I don't remember. I just know we had started off a little rocky in college.
Let's add it to the tally.
Early on.
Add that to the tally. Another one.
Yeah, we started off a little rocky,
but they had a special one.
Yeah, that was one of a couple. I remember that was one of my freshman year in my locker. But
in the locker.
that was the first one. But a lot of people on the team warned me about Josh. And me being me, I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't care who Josh is. I'm going to say what I want to say. And me and Josh went at it for sure. But now we're grown up. We're adults.
Yeah, man.
That's 8 years now.
What year was that? I came in. What year did we come in?
No.
16.
Yeah, so that was 9 years in.
9 years.
Yeah. In the league for 7. That was sophomore year.
So I would say Josh, our relationship every year has gotten better. Not to say like when I first met him, I didn't like him. I just, I didn't know him.
Jalen, you brought something up before we rolled the cameras, and it was about an incident that Josh and Donte had. I want to make sure you can share that.
Ooh. Well, I wasn't there for the incident. I just saw the aftermath. But I think it was episode 1 when I said Josh was a bully. So
I don't know why they bring this up.
Do you want to tell the story? I can tell the aftermath.
I just keep it kind of general, but like, yeah. So there was a couple incidences.
No, we're talking about the incident.
Well, that's it. It builds up to that. That's what I'm saying. Like, there was one time in the locker room, me and him, going back and forth. Josh trying to, I was a freshman. Josh trying to, let it be known I'm a freshman, and me, I'm got a mouth on me, and I go back at him. Next thing you know.
You do.
Oh my God. This guy. Oh my God.
You see what we have to deal with?
I don't even know how you do it, bro.
Anyway, we going back and forth. Next thing you know, we get in a little scuffle. Not really a scuffle. Josh
puts you in the headlock.
Yeah.
And Donte couldn't move.
Yeah, couldn't move. Like the thing about Josh is like, I don't never see him lift, but he's hella strong.
Out of nowhere.
Like,
For no reason.
No, like I'm like, bro, why are you this strong? I guess that he might be lifting on his own. I don't see it, or he might be lifting with Jalen or whatever.
All he does is leg press.
Bro, he does curls and bench press too. The way he had me in this headlock. But fast forward, so like at that point, I was like, man, I'm off of him. I don't like him. Every day of practice, we go head to head, pushing, shoving. You know, he would stay on me. Every mistake, yell at me, blah blah blah. So I'm like, him.
Oh,
him. And I'm like, man, I'm off this. Like, this dude, this is an asshole. Fast forward, we're in the weight room. I like blacked out during this moment. So like we were arguing, said something. I had like a weight in my hand. I don't know what I had. It was like a plate.
I had a 10-pound plate.
It was 10. Then you know,
like a 25-pound plate. Oh my god.
It was like, and I was like, say it again. I'm gonna swing this at you. And he was like, no, you won't. And said it again. And I swung the plate. Next thing you know, I blacked out. We just started fighting in the weight room.
You swung the plate.
I did.
You swung the plate.
I did. And the thing was, after everybody broke it up, everything, like, the thing was our weight room was getting renovated. Or it was closed for something. So we were in the student weight room. So like we were upstairs, like other students were in the weight room. It wasn't just like, oh, it's just, this is a private matter. Like, this is in the school weight room.
And it's the last day of summer.
The last day of summer.
Yeah.
And then we all have to go into the locker room. And Mike Nardi was like our GA at the time. And he's like y'all gonna like squash it or whatever. Donte was like, man, and I'm sitting there and like, y'all know me, like I'll get mad and then I'll just be like back to like just chilling. So I'm cool. Like I'm like, I ain't get hit with the plate or nothing. Like I'm cool. And then Nardi was like, bro, either y'all squash or we had to bring it to coach. Donte was like, nah, I'm not fooling with him.
I said, bring that to coach.
Yeah. So then we had to go to coach.
Coach,
and then
he wasn't happy. He was not happy. He was like confused. Like,
he was just like, I said something I shouldn't have, and then coach looked at me. He was like,
"Are we saying what you said?"
No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
What's wrong with you?
I'll say this. Josh violated this man.
Plate worthy.
For sure. He should have.
The plate
should have been a 45-pound plate.
The plate should have hit him for what he said.
But then, so when coach said, like, Josh, what happened? He said what he said. Coach was like, why would you say that? And then coach was so confused. And then it was like, then what happened? And I was like, and I swung a plate at his head. And he was like, why would you do that? Like, he was so confused of like how this translated. But now we're good. I mean, honestly, we were good. Like, I wouldn't say right after that, but
when we got back to campus, y'all probably had like a week, and then like you're all right, cool. We're good. Yeah.
I think with Josh though, in college, especially like NBA is way different, but in college it was like, in order to gain Josh's respect, you had to like go back at him, because if he smelled blood, it's over with. It was over with.
Josh is all bark, no bite, bro.
No, he bit a couple times.
I threw your little ass through some doors.
I was saying you just let it happen.
Okay.
That sounds crazy.
That sounds ridiculous.
There's been over under like 5 of those moments.
Yeah, bro. Y'all
and I think we all bonded over the fact that like, yeah, Josh is an asshole.
Josh is a certified, verified asshole. Picture me scrolling at NBA New York, Josh Hart arriving to Philly, and Ryan Arcidiacono's Villanova jersey.
Gotta show love to Rob.
That's a GOAT jersey.
Yeah, gotta show love to Rob.
Did you want to wear that one, or did you have influence on wearing Ryan's over other?
No, it was either I had, it was either his or Mikkel's.
Did you have it on you, or you had to procure it?
Okay.
No,
it was. I forget the picture.
There's one more, but
was it? How many? Was it 3 jerseys?
There's 3 jerseys in the picture.
2? There was other ones.
No, but I asked.
There was 3 jerseys in the picture.
There were 3, but it was Mikkel, Daniel, and Ryan. I wasn't going to wear Daniel's because it was just mad big.
Big ass jersey.
Yeah, so it was either Ryan's or Kel's. Kel's actually was a smaller jersey than this. So, and I was like, you know what?
Have y'all ever
Jesus.
looked at like have you tried to put your college jersey on? I do not fit in it.
Really?
I don't fit
like
in it.
I put on some pounds.
I don't fit in it at all.
My jersey's.
It's like tight.
My jersey's.
I put on like 10, 15 pounds. I'm not even gonna try.
At S Bondi NBA, Donte Divincenzo was so good in high school. He helped break racial barriers in Wilmington. Suddenly, we had this diverse crowd because of Donte. I don't know about all that.
Suddenly,
But
we had this very diverse crowd because of Donte. I see you, boy.
No, I'm not that. See,
Mending races?
I don't want to dap you.
racism.
No,
Yo,
y'all gotta stop.
you're not gonna dap me, bro? That's
No,
what's up.
I'm not going to.
You brought the people together.
I'm not going to.
Is Donte the first? Is he
not
the
going
first
to.
white Donte ever?
Probably.
Huh? Do you remember what was that? Was it Bomani? Was it Bomani Jones? That's who started the white Donte stuff. He had like a little thing on TV or whatever
Bomani
it was.
Jones.
You know who Bomani Jones?
Yeah, bald head.
You absolutely do. You recognize him.
You know.
Just stop.
Okay.
Just act like you know him.
Okay, cool.
It's almost as dope as the Crime Stopper.
Akil Carr.
Akil Carr, Crime
What?
Stopper was the.
I used to watch them mixtapes.
You ended racism, bro,
faithfully.
in Delaware.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't. It was just a very, very, very good vibe when we were playing.
Who had that tweet? I mean, who had like that? Whose quote was that?
I think it was maybe my high school coach or somebody from my high school. Because it was crazy in there. Like I remember, like before we got there and started playing, the type of crowd it was, and then my senior year, the type of crowd it was completely different.
Because you're for the culture.
Always.
There you go.
Yeah. But
Hood
it was-
tape.
all right.
Sir.
All right.
Got hood tendencies.
See why? Like we can have this conversation that he takes it to.
What are you talking about? You have hood tendencies.
No, I don't, bro.
Oh, I saw this today.
Jalen Brunson versus
First off, he started stretching.
Oh my god.
when was
Bro,
this?
Wait, this came out today?
Yeah, I saw it this morning.
When was this?
First off, Rick is going. Why is he going mad slow during this little Jalen? For y'all that don't know or listen to it on podcast or whatever, Jalen and Rick are going 1-on-1 on Papa Shot, and Jalen just dogs Rick. Rick didn't, he was stretching or whatever,
Sure.
but he couldn't take Jalen.
Hey.
Jalen was too much for him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was
Where was
rough.
that at?
It's like I think that's in White Plains.
Yeah.
That's in White Plains.
Oh, no, the White Plains? Oh. That the one we went to?
Yeah, this is the one we went to.
Hey, bro, this is.
Oh yes, yes.
What is this?
The same dunk that Jalen does. He act like he like hurt his back and like stares at the rim and does all that. Like,
Bro, go back slowly to when he's. Can y'all pause it to like when he looks into the camera? Pause it right there. Look how big that dome is.
Oh man.
Hey, bro. Hold on.
I had to get my.
Hey, bro.
I had to get my lick back, man.
We got some
Y'all
hype man in
laughing
here.
way too damn hard, bro. Y'all
I had to get my lick back. That's all.
I promise you.
That's all. I'm gonna let it go
I
from now
promise you.
on.
Hey, listen.
I had to
promise
get one
you.
in.
I
that's
got
all.
jokes. I got jokes. We can clown if we want to clown. I got this.
You mad, bro?
Yes, I'm mad.
I had to get one in. That's all.
He doesn't really talk this much. He's just Mike. That's it. Stay down. Stay down. Good pass, oh. Get up.
Finish the coach. Man.
I was just thinking
Finish the
that.
coach, man.
Tibbs doesn't think we talk on defense.
Hey,
And Badobi.
I miss OG.
How much more do you talk when you're mic'd up versus not?
I think you're just more conscious.
I talk less.
I think there was like more like me and Jalen were talking to each other on the bench. There was more, but
How far in advance do you find out whether you're like if you're getting mic'd up for a game?
Probably day before.
Day before, yeah.
Maybe.
it also depends on like if like say they want him to do it and he doesn't want to do it or something. Like they might let you know a little bit sooner, closer to the game. Like yo, Jalen didn't want to do it. Will you do it? I'm like yeah. I mean he does it every time. I'm just using him for an example.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Do you do it every time you're asked?
Sometimes, because half the time they'd be like, either, they want you, or Jalen They be like, Jalen didn't want to do this today, so can you do it? I just be like, yeah, sure.
Why are y'all blaming me?
Yeah, I do.
Because they want you first.
I actually low-key like always say yes because I feel bad for like our PR people.
I don't care.
There was a point in time, like last year, I didn't do it because I had a really bad game wearing a mic. And then I just haven't done it. And then this year during Christmas, they like asked me to do it, like, and then I did it. And then I've done it probably twice.
Speaking of like that real quick of like having whatever a bad game with the mic on. Have y'all? I've seen y'all have changed
Rip it
your.
off?
I've seen no. I've ripped it off.
Yeah, I ripped it off.
I ripped it off. I've seen y'all change your shoes before. Have you guys done that? Do you guys do that in a game at like during a bad game at all, or do you let it ride? Do you ride it out?
Nah, I usually change.
I would.
Or do you change them for the next game?
I for sure change it for next game. Like
You
there's
do?
sometimes I'm like, it depends. Like sometimes I'll
Yeah.
switch at halftime, or if like I need to switch because like I feel like I have no.
Why
grip on
do
the
you
court.
guys switch? Is it the grip or is it like a?
It really just
Probably
depends
not.
like how my foot feel. Like I like my foot to be like snug. So if I feel like the shoe might be a little too worn or like like I just switch them. Like the black Mambacitas had two pairs. One pair I played in Dallas like 2 years ago, and I didn't score. I never wore them again.
So it's not superstition.
I'll never change them.
It's a feel thing.
Yeah.
It's a feel thing.
So if they feel amazing, but you have like a horrible shooting half, you won't
Oh
change.
no, if they felt amazing, I'd be like, crazy night.
Crazy night.
Crazy night.
This won't happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
Sarah and Dippity, 18.
This is also not a new tweet, and it's not about me.
If you're dating a white guy, you're dating a white guy, you're single to me, the Matt gonna do? Start a podcast.
Damn right, man.
It's exactly what I'm gonna
It's
do.
exactly what you're gonna do.
Which is actually funny because this is 2019. So 5 years ago, Matt and I had a different podcast.
True.
So, I guess technically this...
It's gonna start too.
Yeah, so Matt, I feel like this tweet is very valid because Matt has started 2 podcasts and he is Caucasian.
Is Samara here? My fiance here? Are you single? No, I don't think
My
so.
fiance, are you single?
There we go. So if you're dating a white, let's just
Personally, I will let no man talk to me that way, the way he just talked to you. Just
instead
want
of
you
your
know.
instead of you're dating a white guy, you're single to me. I just had to make sure. So I don't think she's single. So, but
Just personally.
just bland white guy doing bland white guy things. I guess.
24K retweets.
I wouldn't say you're bland
I
though.
know.
Let's say you're
I
bland.
wouldn't say
I'm
you're
bland,
bland.
bro.
I wouldn't say
They'll realize like
there's way more bland white guys. You're
I
not
think there's
bland.
way more bland.
Like there's like bland chicken, and there's like salt and pepper chicken. Like you're
there's
salt and
like
pepper chicken.
there's like
It's not like blackened chicken.
No paprika.
there's like that's what Dante's black chicken. There's like Sperry's and Vineyard Vines.
Dante's blackened chicken.
There's Sperry's and Vineyard Vines,
Hey,
bland
bro,
white guys. That's not.
You know what's
that's not
funny
me.
is Jalen wore that in college.
Did you?
What?
Sperry's and Vineyard Vines.
You for sure have.
I didn't wear Vineyard
I
Vines.
mean, we all
I
went
wear
through that
Vineyard
phase.
Vines. I wore
We all
Sperry's.
went through
I'm
that
joking.
phase.
I wore Sperry's in high school.
I'm just
I
kidding.
never wore Sperry's.
Wore Sperry's in high
No,
school.
I think there's a lot blander white guys out there for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Who is the funniest on the Knicks?
I don't know. What do you think? It's not you.
It's not me.
You know what gets me? You know what like makes me laugh is when Precious like picks up on something and he laughs, bro. His laugh is hella contagious. Like
That's true.
when he hears you saying some like outrageous and he picks up on it, that's what gets me to laugh. It's not like if he says something to me and I'm like, all right. But if Precious is sitting right there and he picks up on it, I laugh because he's laughing.
And it was funny
Like,
because he wasn't like, at first he was just kind of like
he was like, what is going on here? And then
And
all
then
of a
once
sudden
he
he was
got
like,
more and more comfortable, he starts
Yeah.
the "Ayo" when he starts laughing.
Yeah. Hey yo. Like, all right, P. When you come into college with somebody, there's always a different level of, I'm living with them. That first dorm room it's not big. It's literally
That's what she said.
hey yo. It's literally like, a 15 by whatever dorm, and you have to, live with somebody you never really met. So initially I was like, We both said the same thing. As long as you're clean, bro, like we're not gonna have no issue.
And we did not have one issue.
And that was the only.
You guys
We did
were
not
roommates?
have one
Yeah.
issue.
That was-
Freshman year roommates.
That was the first thing we said. Like, bro, just make sure your size clean, and that was it.
Did you guys both keep your promise?
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Like there was never a time where we were like, "Hey, bro, like you need to clean your side." Like we would look at each other and be like, we may need to clean up a little bit.
Yeah.
But like,
But he was a cleaner roommate than Josh.
Bro,
yeah,
Josh
because
is-
Josh just had so much stuff. That's it. Like Josh wasn't like dirty. He just like he had nowhere to put everything.
when you accumulate that much stuff and you only have one room, like where are you gonna put everything?
He had a whole like one of those plastic thing drawers full of like candy, multiple
Snacks.
drawers high snacks.
That's because we always used to take the our GA's cars. We had like the what was like the points
They
or
had
whatever.
unlimited
We had like
points.
the
It's like
little
Nova
like wild,
points or
yeah,
whatever.
Nova points, Nova bucks or whatever. But theirs was unlimited. So like after like probably like after a couple of years, I was like, oh, y'all got unlimited points. Let me get y'all a card. So then I'll go to West, spend like $200 in like the little store, get all the snacks, candy, everything,
Violations.
and then give it back to him the next day.
Where
And
else
I
were
was
you,
stacked?
Where else were you looking besides Villanova?
My final two schools were Villanova and Syracuse. I really wanted to go to Syracuse. Jerry McNamara was, a big influence for me.
You would have been a good Syracuse guy.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a good like
Devendorf?
white ginger dude that can shoot.
Trevor Cooney.
his brother, Trevor Cooney.
Oh yeah.
Trevor, he's from Delaware, so obviously following his footsteps was something that I was thinking about. But then my mom and dad, they were like, my mom really didn't want me to go away for college, even though Syracuse isn't too far. But it's different when you're 45 minutes down the road. Yeah. So I don't think I did laundry like once in college. I went home every time.
That's nice.
I would just to like kind of jump back a little bit. Do you remember the real first time we met? The first time we spoke? I remember it clear as day.
Oh, if you say something, I'm gonna remember. But
So, first time I met Donte was on the EYBL circuit.
was it Peach Jam?
It wasn't Peach Jam. I forget where we were, but it was during like AAU. During like we were leaving. We were in the airport.
Oh,
And he was
yeah,
just
yeah,
committed.
yeah,
Donte
yeah,
just committed to
yeah,
Villanova.
Yeah.
And then, so I guess we're walking past their gate, and they're obviously flying to Philly. We're flying back to Chicago, and we said, "Yo, bro, come to Nova," because he was with a bunch of like Temple commits also on this team, and so he was like, "Yo, bro, come to Nova." I literally screamed like, "Hell no," because I knew he just committed. I was like, "There's no way in hell I'm going to Villanova," and then
Guess where he ended up?
not just ended up, guess up being one of my best men or one of my groomsmen.
Yeah.
This dude. So
That's crazy.
that's the real story. No one really remembers the first time they met me, so it's really sad.
So Mikhail and you kind of blanked out too, or you didn't? You just were like, I didn't like it.
Jalen's just one of those
Yeah,
dudes just
wasn't
that, like
memorable.
pops up in your life and
Yeah.
then just never goes anywhere.
Yeah. It's like you don't really know how he got there. He just got there.
He's just there.
and then he's just
Everybody needs one of those in their life.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
know?
Everybody does.
sorry, man. You're a good guy. I wasn't.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think that's like a compliment.
I wasn't, I wasn't a groomsman, but no, man. But Tay,
He was there though,
I was there. This wasn't a groomsman, or in the
or officiating.
or in the bridal party, or ring bearer. Not even an usher. But no, man.
But you know what you got? Y'all got a podcast.
Oh, we do got a podcast.
And I'm not. I didn't even get the call. This is crazy.
You can come over to CA, bro. We can figure it out.
That's cool. Shout out Jason Glushon.
We could always use a fourth co-host.
Yeah.
Huh?
We could always use a fourth co-host
We can
don't
switch
know.
bland white co-hosts.
for like not bland white co-host.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would.
Ooh.
You definitely wouldn't be the bland one.
Huh?
So you wouldn't be the bland. So it'd be good.
We can
Kick
talk
him
about
out.
it. We can talk.
I think
about
he's probably the least bland white guy ever. So
What you about to say?
Cause you balling.
Stop.
say it.
I'm not dapping you up. I'm not dapping you up. I'm not dapping you up.
But
I just gonna keep my mouth shut. Let's
I
next.
hate
next.
him. I hate
the
him.
basketball. Talk about the success you've had. Obviously, at like I said, 1 out of 20 of state championship, NCAA championship, NBA championship. So talk about the success. Talk about the process that you've learned in each level, and the ins and outs of it.
I mean, basketball. I mean, high school. You know, from like Coach Wright saying it and everything. It's like, you're always the best player.
Michael Jordan, Delaware.
All right.
Michael Jordan of Delaware.
That wasn't a.
Gotta be the hardest
That's a
nickname
real thing.
ever.
No, that wasn't really like a compliment, bro. Like it was like
What do you mean you and Michael Jordan?
No, it was like because I thought I was nice in high school, so I go to Nova and coach is like, "What do you think you are, Michael Jordan of Delaware?"
That's where it
And it
started.
was like,
They used it against you.
and it was like but like then it turned into like a compliment, and then just ran with it. But like initially, that wasn't like a thing where it was like, "Oh, he's so good."
dang.
It was like, who do you think you are?
Right.
Like, you got to learn how. And I really didn't know. I didn't know how to play basketball in terms of like high IQ wise until getting to Nova. Really, I was just athletic, faster, and jump higher, all that stuff.
It's half the NBA now.
And that's what's crazy. The guys more than half.
85%.
I would say like all the guys that have high IQs, good footwork, everything. That's what stands out. You know what I mean, in the NBA. But who you asked me, winning at every level? High school is just high school. Like Delaware, small state. So
Yeah, you didn't have to work for nothing.
all right, that's a lie.
that's crazy.
That's a lie.
That's crazy.
That's a lie.
Delaware,
That's
bro.
a lie. It was still hard.
That's what she said.
Jesus.
Sorry.
God.
Lord have
College,
mercy.
you go into college, take 16 away. I don't, because I got hurt. Like, yes, I got it, but 18 is really, Josh had left. He was already in the NBA. But 18, winning at that level, like you look at our team, we should have won that year. Like, it was one of those teams where you look at it, you had Jalen, Phil, Mikhail, who else started? Eric and Amari?
Yeah, Eric Amar.
Eric and Amari.
Colin, right?
Colin, me, like Jermaine Samuels, and Dada. Like out of that, out of your top 8 or 9, you had 8 dudes play NBA minutes in a game. Like you should should have at least done something with that team. So, I mean, that level, I just chalk it up to playing with really good players. But
For someone who came out of high school super athletic, super skilled, hadn't played in a system, do you feel like Villanova's the best? Like looking back, is it the best place you could have gone to like really
Yeah.
learn how to play within a system?
yeah, I've said this to a bunch of people around me. Is this is no knock on any other program or anything, but like for me personally, I don't know if I would be in the same exact situation now if I didn't go to Nova. And not to say that I didn't, believe that I would make the NBA and all this stuff, but like Coach Wright, like I did not have like college wasn't like sunshine and rainbows for me playing for Coach Wright. But like looking back, that was the best thing possible for me to be able to be here sitting with y'all, talking to y'all. Like I say that to everybody, like I wouldn't be in this position without going there. So 100%, I think he doesn't care as much basketball wise than he does turning like boys into young men. And I think that was the thing that he told my parents, and they were like, nah, you got to go there. And, it helped me going into the NBA of like how to deal with a bunch of adversity.
Speaking of adversity, I actually have a couple of things to ask you. Like you said, 2016, like you got hurt, you didn't play. Like, what was it like? Your mindset after you broke your foot, and then all of a sudden you're out for the rest of the year.
Like freshman year of college is different though for me because like I think the hardest part was living with you. Like it's one thing to get hurt and you're living in an apartment, you're away from it. Like I'm living with somebody who's a key piece of the championship team. So like it kind of eats at you a little bit more. Like I was in a boot. Like, I can't do anything. And I don't know if he remembers this. I would like try stuff, like take my boot off and try to walk without my boot just to see, am I all right? Does this hurt still? Like I was trying to like force it, but at the time where I got healthy, it was too late.
So you took a redshirt year?
I applied for a medical red shirt. And
I tell you, man,
This is another story.
dog. like you go through like, I forgot like the teams we played, but like you would go through like scouts and we're like, yo, Like we got to defend
Oklahoma.
these actions. Oklahoma, you know, he goes Buddy, like he played at like Buddy Hield, bakes us.
Really?
Just like he's on scout team. It's
So
like,
you had gotten
It was
healthy.
me. It was
had
me.
already
got
been
healthy.
healthy.
But by the time I got healthy,
yeah.
it was too late to try to come back.
it was
and-
like him and like walk-ons, like Pat Farrell and Henry, like
And Eric.
Eric, like when I say like baking, and we're like after practice, we're like, yeah, Tay's nice, but like Buddy might
Buddy
go
might torch us.
off.
Yeah, you got scared.
You had us
Games.
scared for sure because we played them. This is obviously that's the practice before the Final Four. So we played them early in the season in Hawaii.
Yeah,
so we,
that's
we
right. You
flew,
guys got
we flew
smoked.
12 hours
We got smacked.
to get
Yeah.
smacked.
That's
by
when
Oklahoma.
I was healthy too.
Yeah.
Like we got smacked up. And so like he's practicing as Buddy Hield and we're like trying to guard him. We're like, bro, this is over.
I think, and we ended up winning by what, 40?
We ended up winning
the
by
largest,
44.
It was the largest victory,
margin, right? In the
margin.
Final Four.
But like for me, that was the most fun because I had no, like, where you have no pressure.
Yeah, no person, no
Coach
concept,
not
yeah.
saying anything to me. I'm taking shots over 2-3 people. If it goes in, they get yelled at. If it doesn't, they're like, all right, cool, good
Ultra
defense.
green light.
Yeah, like what? I don't transition because we were trying to mimic him like in the Final Four. So like transition, I was pulling up from anywhere.
And making everything.
And like,
Like, it was
but if you
unconscious.
miss, if you miss,
Yeah, there's no repercussion.
what is the repercussion?
It's
They're like, all right,
forced
next play.
confidence, you know?
Exactly. So that's what really started like the confidence factor. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
My next question, we can cut this if he doesn't want to answer it. 2017, 2018, right? I thought you were going to start. And then Donte ended up coming off the bench all year and being that sixth man for us. Probably, I think he was like third in scoring for us, I think, maybe. But like mentally, how'd you get over that hurdle? Because that was another hurdle that you had to get over and you're just like when is this going to stop?
I think it wasn't an issue in terms of like who was starting, because like what Phil had done in his career at Nova was insane.
Right.
So it wasn't the fact that like who, but like it was the like I thought I should start.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean like in that, for him, but just the way the numbers were on the team. He was like, listen, like somebody got to come off the bench. And I think just the conversation with Coach Wright and everything, and then once the season started going, just being able to come in off the bench and like just hoop. Going back to like the same thing about the Buddy Hield stuff, like coming in that year was like almost all the pressure's on the starters. So like at practice, the way there was like the blue team and the white team, like the white team, we really didn't get yelled at as much. Like it was all on the blue team. So like once again, like I'm kind of playing with my confidence and building it. And at the same time, like, yes, now I'm getting yelled at a little bit more, but not as much. If I made that jump from then straight onto the blue team, then it's like, how do I handle getting yelled at as much? But it was like a progression for me, like coming in off the bench, I just got the hoop, just do whatever I need to do. If I'm hot, I stay in. If I'm not, he gets me out. And that's kind of just how it went.
He was hot more times than not. Let's just be real.
There was one game, I'll never forget this. There was one game, Phil got sick or got hurt or something. Played Butler at home, and Coach played me 40 minutes. All 40 minutes. Came in and did not remember. He was like, wow, you played 40 minutes? And I was like, yeah, I'm exhausted. I was like, I don't want to do this again. So when we were at full health, that was like when it was more fun for me because everybody in the starting lineup was eating, and then I get off the bench and then I get to do my thing as well.
There's something liberating about being like a six man where your only job is to just get hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I just got to watch. You get to watch the game.
Yeah.
To start the
Like a
game, you get to
quick.
see like, oh, like that dude can't guard nobody, or that dude's hot. Like I want to try to take pride in trying to shut him off, or something. Like you get to see how the flow of the game's going. So it wasn't, it was fun coming off the bench that year. That whole year was fun. I think practices were like harder than games.
1,000%.
Practices, like I think they were like coming up with different drills and different practices, like to make everything harder for us, because we were very well connected and we were having fun. I think that was the coolest thing. Like we were blowing teams out and just having fun doing it.
That's awesome. So obviously anyone who had played against you and certainly your teammates that year, you were on their radar, but from a national perspective and from an NBA perspective, 2017, 2018, you might not have been on as many people's radars. Obviously you went off in the national championship game, 30, 31. Did you have intentions to go prior to that? Or were you like, holy the iron's really hot. Like I just made a name for myself on the national stage. It's time to go.
I definitely wanted to, like, that was like the first couple of years of like the testing the water stuff. And I was like the way my confidence was like, I'm just going to test the waters anyway, just to see, like, to get feedback. And then the game happened and tested the waters, and it was like kind of hit or miss feedback. So I was like, all right, well, some's good, some's bad. So I don't know if that's normal. This is my first time going through this. What do I do? And then once I got the combine invite, everybody thinks like, oh, the championship game happened and he just jumped on the draft board. That wasn't it at all. It was, how do I get the invite to the combine? And then once I went to the combine, what the NBA is a lot now is the athleticism, the speed, this and that. I was, top whatever in each category, and then we played, and I played well. And what stood out that I was told afterwards was I played the second day. A lot of guys were like, that played well, they're like, all right, I'm not going to play the second day. Well, I wanted to play because I didn't know where I was falling on the draft board. And then after that, I made my decision once there. I was kind of confirmed, like, hey, listen, I don't think you're going to go in the second round. I think you're going to be first round pick. And that's when I was like, if I'm going to be a first round, then that's my cue to like go to the NBA. And then I got an invite to the green room. So like that was like even another step where I was like, I was hesitant to go to the green room though. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, I don't know.
I didn't want to be one of them guys that like is just sitting there. And I knew Mikal was going, and like that weighs into everything. So I was like, I think I just want to stay at the crib. But my family was like, nah, let's do it. Let's just see what happens. I was like, all right. I was nervous.
It's a good decision.
It was a good decision.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Was that? I don't even think we've ever talked about draft night for you. Obviously, you went 45th. Did you expect to go higher? And was it
33rd,
like,
bro? Damn, 33rd.
Dang.
someone went
33rd.
Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
I'll look it up
I
after.
know Eric was like 41.
Maybe
I think.
that's what I was thinking of. Did you expect to go higher?
I was thinking, I'm like, dang, you went 45th?
Dang.
All right. Fake news.
My fault. I'm wilding.
Was it stressful? Like, did you expect to go earlier, or were you?
I didn't know what to expect, bro. I'll say like I felt like that night time was moving so slow.
What?
So slow. And like I'm like watching like all these dudes get drafted, and like they say like my range is between like 20 and like 40. So the first like 15, 20 picks, I'm like,
Cool.
But that's the worst though, because that's damn near the whole draft.
Yeah,
Like, 20
that's
to
like
40,
that's like 3 hours already.
Yeah.
And so I remember obviously we were at that restaurant, and like everyone else having a good time, whatever. Like I'm literally sitting like in a high stool chair, like in the TV's like in the corner of the restaurant. I'm just sitting there, just like watching the TV the entire night while everyone's like, it's like one of those like movie scenes where like it's just you and everything around you just moving.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like sitting there
fast,
watching it. It was stressful for sure, bro. It was.
We had
it
fun
was-
at Josh's.
Y'all
I was
Oh, yeah, I
like,
had a good time.
did you go to Jalen's?
Yeah.
See, that was something that I, like, when you're going in the same draft, like, you almost have your own separate thing. But everybody kind of wants to go to each other's. Like, his was easy because everybody was at his.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the same as him, bro. I was in there. I was like 25 to 35. So once I get to like 18, I'm like chilling. Then they start getting like 20, and then they're like
Heart rate starts picking up.
Yeah, they start getting a little nervous. I was like, I knew I was like on OKC's board, but then they took weak ass Terrence Ferguson, who averaged like 4 points in Australia basketball, but somehow got drafted 23rd.
And here we
21st.
go.
I'm just saying. But anyways,
you are
yeah.
just saying.
But you were also on San Antonio's board, and Derek White ended up being a really good pick.
Yeah, it was
It was between you two, I think, wasn't
We
it?
had a really good draft.
The way the draft is, though, like, there's no way Jalen should have won 33.
Yeah.
Like if you
That's like the
redraft
potential
everybody,
stuff.
yeah.
It's like
If you
potential.
redraft everybody, you can, every draft you can say there's whatever, how many picks, 10, 15 picks in the first round. You're like, why did he go there?
For sure.
But I don't know if you know this. Your pops, after you got drafted, when everybody's like, congrats, blah, 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 this and that. He came up to me and was like, hey, we gonna be here next year with you.
Next, yeah, I know he
And I was like, yeah, all right. He was like, no, you gonna be here next year.
That's crazy. I thought I was the only one. Said the same thing to me too.
He's over there. You want to ask him?
You said, oh, he is in here. Oh, you definitely said that. Yeah. Yo, he said.
Don't lie now, Pops.
He was
Don't
like,
lie
we
now,
gonna be here
Pops.
next year. I was like, okay.
Actually, no,
Don't
I'm
lie
not.
now, Pops.
He 100%. I'm about to get him on as a scout. You know what I mean? 100%, baby. 2 for 2.
No, you told me I was next too. I don't know why.
Wrong draft.
Yeah, it's different. I don't know what you're talking about. Not the NBA.
We're going to get into some fan questions since we tweeted out what you guys wanted to ask Donte. So
Yeah. We got a lot.
let's see. Ooh, from Divacenzanono 0. What's the first thing you bought? When you got your first NBA check? Because it wasn't that memorable.
It wasn't. I mean, I was going, you're not going to a big city. I'm going to Milwaukee. So it's like,
Yeah, what are you going to buy in Milwaukee?
all right, chill out,
Here
bro.
we go.
Milwaukee's a great
No,
city.
I love Milwaukee.
By the end of
Great
Milwaukee-
city.
By the end
Milwaukee's
of this
dope.
pod, bro, he's gonna have enemies in
No,
every
yeah,
single
bro.
city.
No, but I'm saying like a lot of guys like buy like a car or something, but it's like you're not gonna have a
You don't, like,
Lambo in
your
Milwaukee.
expenses are not as high as they are in New York or
Yeah.
somewhere else, these LA or whatever.
Milwaukee's a great place.
You get an apartment, you get yourself a car, and that's really all you need. Like you're just chilling. And I think I just got my apartment in a car. That was it.
What car?
Car was a Jeep. It was like a souped up Jeep, lifted and everything like that. So big tires in the snow from
But so
Milwaukee.
you need that in the snow.
Yeah. The other day, when we were putting in a play, it was like, oh, it's after timeout play. And Josh goes, so wait, is this for after timeout or is it called after timeout? I'm like, bro, shut up. That's why
And Tibbs is like, what?
Tibbs had no idea. Tibbs is like we're like just going through a play, and JB was like, "Yo, like is this a play call? This like an ATO?" He was like, "Oh no, it's just gonna be after timeout." I was like, "Oh," and me being the smart ass that I am, I'm like, "Oh, is it gonna be you gonna call it after a timeout or is it called after timeout?" And then he was kind of lost for a second, but
everybody else wasn't.
everybody else
was
was just probably like
just ignore Josh.
yeah, man. But I don't know why. He never ignores me. He always.
That I don't get.
I
I don't know why he doesn't just ignore you.
Because remember the one time when he was like, we were about to play Miami, we were going through the walkthrough, and he was like, he was like the new guy, the rookie, what's his name? And I was like, oh, Jaquez. He's like, oh yeah, that's how you say it. And everyone's trying to like correct him. Like, no, that's not it. But he was like, oh, Jaquez, that's what it is. I'm just like, yo, this is.
Oh man,
But it's fun, you know what I mean?
it's always fun.
Keep everybody on their toes. What's that? Create kit? Does it hurt when your hand catches on fire during the games? Ooh, good question.
No, not at all. Depends on the game.
You have
If
been
I'm
on
not-
a
if I'm-
nice little. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to jinx it. But like, you have been on a.
Thanks, bro.
Please,
That's all,
talk about it.
that's all we're going to
No,
talk
this is a
about.
great
We're just
run.
going to leave it at that.
At One a World, did Brunson and Hart being in New York play a big part in choosing the Knicks during free agency?
I mean, absolutely. Obviously, I was looking at a couple other teams, but you look at, situations, I think, when you're making this decision. Yeah, you look at the money and everything, but, like, you look at situations. Like, going to New York, what is it going to be like? Oh, obviously, I'm not getting to know a bunch of new people. I have, familiar faces there. So, 100%. Like, that was kind of an easy decision once teams narrowed down and everything. It was an easy decision for me to make in the end.
Does it feel like the Nova locker room?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, not even close. It's close, but still very far removed.
You've done your
Yeah.
best.
We've
I've
grown
heard.
up. We've grown up.
Let's talk Knicks _. What has been your favorite fan interaction since coming to New York? How do they compare to Milwaukee and Golden State?
It's crazy. It's like three very different kind of fan bases. I think starting with Milwaukee, it's like almost like the hometown type of vibe. Like you have a lot of your stores there. There are mom and pop stores and stuff like that. So
Small market.
yeah, small markets. You can go to dinner and like sit down with people, and they don't really like geek out over players being in their restaurant because it's so normal. Like everybody goes, everybody knows everybody basically. You go to Golden State and it's almost like the fan base is so big. Like you have so many fans, from overseas. And I think that was the biggest thing that was a, shock to me, like how many fans actually, which led to me, signing a shoe deal with the Chinese shoe company. Like the fan base, like over, yeah. The fan base for them, like overseas is insane. Then you go to New York and it's like fan interaction is like, it's insane to come out of the tunnel to go pregame shoot and the whole, like, I don't know how many rows are just filled up with people already, waiting to say hi to you and, kids waiting for autographs and stuff. And kind of, I think you were saying this, I don't know when you were saying this, but like kind of fans like, what's up, Jalen, and keep it moving. It's very, like, that's the similarity to Milwaukee. Like, you can be at a restaurant, they'll be like, Josh, what up? Good game last night, and then keep it moving.
Yeah.
And I think that's, as players, that's what we kind of appreciate the most because you want the fan interaction, but like
But you don't want the life story.
Yeah, you don't want to always hear, I don't want to be that guy, but.
Yeah, oh my God, but you are that guy.
But yeah, so.
I hate to do this, but.
Yeah, but you get that the interaction for me, I love it, especially when I'm with my family. Like, for them, it never gets old. Like, my nephew, I'm always talking to my nephew, he's like, why do so many people come up to you? Like, he doesn't, like, he's starting to understand it now. He's 8 years old, about to turn 9. But like.
He's 9, maybe 9.
He's about to turn 9.
Jeez.
At the Knicks recap asked, what's your favorite nickname? Big Ragu, Dante's Inferno, Michael Jordan Delaware, or something else? I think Big Ragu is kind of taking on. I mean, nobody really calls me
Dante
any of this.
Inferno, I
but
feel like it's so hard.
Who was Big Red? Gus Johnson?
it was Gus Johnson.
Yep.
And I think that's the one that's kind of taken off the most. Like, fans like it the most. I don't really have anybody.
Gotta get you on like the jar,
In
like
my
a little
put-
pasta.
I don't.
You don't have a
Pasta
ragu
sauce?
deal yet?
Yeah, but I say a little
Crazy.
pasta sauce.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it seems like a
I feel like
great thing to
hey,
do.
Ragu, hit your
Should
boy
probably-
up. Hit your boy up. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Yo, how you doing? It's your favorite Guinea cuisine. I'm here for the side talk question of the day. Yo, the big ragu. I got a question. What's the top 3 places in New York City to take a sweetheart? I want the biggest panty droppers, the real class acts, the cream of the crop over here. You know the drill. Make sure you're taking care and maybe even brushing your hair.
Honestly, if I'm being completely real, I have not eaten out a lot in the city, like dinner-wise. I mean, as y'all know.
You don't go out a lot.
How many times have we been like,
How many times have I asked you to go get dinner? You're like, I'm gonna go home. I'm tired.
I like being in the crib.
I think you came out. I think
Went to Catch.
We did go to Catch.
And then you
Medusa is solid right across the street.
You didn't
from
go
Oh, we
Catch.
went.
he didn't
Oh,
go
you
with
did?
us.
You didn't go with us.
Yeah,
Nah, I
we
went-
invited you.
We definitely invited you.
My bad. I was at home.
When did he go to?
When did you go
When
there?
did he go to catch?
I went to Catch with y'all.
Oh, the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, they were- okay.
Let's say,
So
I was
you
when
went-
Jalen had
So
the
you,
old boy
so you
pull
came
up.
to 2 out of what? 12 invites?
Bro, y'all know I didn't, even for my birthday, I didn't want to even go anywhere.
He only came to see Trey Songz.
Yeah.
Cold World.
Hanging out with this guy, Josh.
Yeah.
I had to beg this man. First of all, he's the type of dude right here, this guy, redhead, to say, yo, what are we gonna do for my birthday? And then his birthday comes around, I was like, nah, I don't want to do anything for my birthday.
I'm the king
I said,
of
bro,
that.
why
ain't
am I
gonna lie.
going around trying to figure something out and all of a sudden you don't want to do something?
Matt, I ain't gonna lie, I'm the king of that.
Are you?
I'm the king. I'll be like, yo, I can't, you want to get dinner on Saturday? Saturday rolls around, I'm like, I want to go home.
It wouldn't be Saturday, it'd be Saturday
But it's
night.
also after games though too.
But-
Like,
and how me and Dante are, it's
Depending on how the game
It
goes.
depends how the game.
Sure.
Because if it's a bad game,
Listen,
nope.
Jalen,
I'm not talking.
Yeah, Jalen, listen, good 30 ball tonight. Good job.
Yep.
I'm going to take my ass home.
No, bro.
I'm
You
not.
know how it
and
is,
you know
bro.
too,
No.
because you literally just come and you look at it like, y'all not coming
he's
to dinner, right? No. You know
that's the
already.
part where we
He'll
should go to dinner, though.
he'll really come up to my locker and be like, hey, me and Josh, never mind, you're not going.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Are you a go out to dinner in New York after every game type of guy?
Not every game. Definitely not every game. But I feel like when I haven't like talked to my guys in a while, we haven't had like a good meal.
I see you every day.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about talk.
Every day. Bro, we'll get home from we'll get home from like a 5-day road trip, whatever. Next day, calls me. Hey bro, what you doing? I'm not hanging out with you.
Yeah.
I'm at the crib. I will see you tomorrow morning at shoot around.
We're just colleagues.
Yeah.
But it's different. Like it's not just me. Like I call 1, 2, and obviously,
Yeah.
Who says
My
yes
guy.
the most?
You said who?
Who says yes the most? You.
I'm loyal, man.
And he says yes the least.
Oh, 100% says yes at least. 100%.
But I don't think it's. I think hold on, time out. Let me get this corrected. It's not that I don't want to hang out. It's the fact that I like being in the house more than I like hanging out with people.
And you have a nice house.
Which you still yet to invite us over, and he was like,
About to
"Hey,
say.
It's not done yet.
We know.
Oh
'cause
my
that's-
God,
But
bro.
this is the thing. We
It's not
re-
done
like,
yet. No.
we can't wait for. We literally have to just go to his house and knock on the front door.
No, you don't. No, you don't. We'll do this. Once it's done, I'll send
Do
out
you have a keypad or a code? Like, you have a code or a key?
I have a key and I have a Ring doorbell.
Wasn't it almost your house?
Nah, not almost.
We were looking at it.
Yeah, Shannon was like,
Shannon liked it.
yeah, Shannon liked it. She saw it on Zillow, and then she was like,
And then
told
Josh
me about
was
it
like,
for like a month. I'm like,
that
it's not
small
even-
ass house.
I did not say
Crazy.
that. What I said, no.
Sounds about.
I
It sounds
said-
exactly like
I said
something he
it
would say.
wasn't.
I'll
I
play
said
it.
it wasn't done yet because the photos didn't look like it was done.
There was a
And
few
then-
things we had to fix for sure.
Yeah.
But it was, it worked out.
We got a baby on
Give me a
set.
son.
Hi Hayes. Yeah, you laughing. Hi Hayes.
he knows it too."
You're very different now, but like still the same person. I don't know how to describe that. Like
I'm way chiller now.
in terms of what?
I'm not. I feel like I'm way
In terms of
way
what?
chiller. Isn't all
Play around mode? No.
No, play
Jalen
around.
disagrees.
100%.
Jalen disagrees.
I'm playing 100%.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Episode 1, pay a man, you see his true colors.
You changed, bro.
Oh.
We're not just
You
talking about
good.
playing around, bro. You changed. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. This is about you today, bro. It's about you today. We're not talking about certified asshole over there. But what did you like more, playing against your Nova teammates or playing with them?
Oh. Playing with.
I think that's the only answer. That was it's kind of a trick question.
I mean, nah. Playing against it was annoying. I mean, I liked playing against you because like I didn't like playing against him. He was hella annoying to play against. He played so damn hard. Playing against you, not to say you don't play hard, but playing against you was actually fun because there was like a level of like talking and like kind of.
I don't talk trash, bro.
No. Yes, you do. I don't care what you say. Yes, you do. But like that playful kind of subtle, like, nah, you ain't score on me, blah blah blah, this and that, back and forth. So it was always fun to play against him.
He definitely. He definitely was not saying that.
Huh?
He was
No,
he
like I was
okay.
like if he
Well, I
didn't
said
score,
he wasn't
blah blah
saying
blah.
he didn't score him.
Yeah, no, he would say some wild stuff on the court to try to get you to laugh. I'm wrong.
No.
Are you talking?
What are you trying to say?
Like he ain't got that in him.
Nah, I was just saying like, you're not gonna be like, yeah, you ain't scoring me
No.
because you're not a defender. You'd be like, yeah.
You be locking up though.
Nah, you be like, you scored 2, let me go score 3. You know what I mean?
No.
It's all right, bro. You good? Cause now you got Divacenzanono, me, Anna Badobi. We'll lock it up for you.
Akachua.
Akachua.
Been playing. His
Oh,
He's been
ass
hooping?
off.
The fans have been asking for a proper mispronunciation of Bogey's last name. I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, you
Proper?
want to try it?
Bogdanovich.
No, a proper mispronunciation, like a
Yeah,
Josh.
no,
a
I've
Josh Hart
been honestly, I've been
Bogdanovich.
thinking about it for the last since we acquired him and via trade. I've been thinking about it. It's
Bogdanovich.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a.
I
you
think
can do
it's
better.
too short.
yeah, I can do
You can
better.
We'll get back to that one.
Someone on Twitter
What's my-
said
what's my name?
Bogdanovich.
Fathead. My fault.
Y'all laughed way too quick at that.
My fault.
We got a laugh
Y'all
track in
laughed
here.
way too quick at that.
My bad.
Give me a-
That
you know,
is crazy.
you know what's crazy is though, like, I don't know how long I've been. You know, we be calling him that. So like, I'll say it in facility.
No.
I'll be saying it in facility, and they'll be like, "Who?"
If we're saying nicknames and stuff, we gotta say what you said to Josh or what Josh said to you.
No,
Nah, I don't think we could do that.
we're not saying nicknames.
Okay.
What'd you say?
You remember his nickname?
Who? I don't remember.
Okay. Well, let's just play dumb over here.
I think this is Hayes' first appearance.
Yeah.
The fans have only met Hendricks. What's up, buddy?
Say hi.
What up, nephew?
You gonna have a friend soon.
Yeah. A couple weeks.
Yeah. When is for y'all? Okay, little man. For y'all that don't know, Tay and his
Having a little-
significant other are expecting.
Yeah, got a baby
Congratulations.
boy.
Yeah, so congrats.
So he will be here in, if it goes full term, five more weeks. So
If it's on a game, are you missing a game?
love y'all, man. But no, I mean yes.
Wow.
I thought.
Wow. That's dedication.
What? No, I said
No, he's missing the game.
No. I'm just saying you.
I almost- yeah,
Your
yeah,
instinct.
no,
Your instinct.
no.
Josh missed his kids born.
It wasn't on
I know.
purpose.
I know.
block
I know the real story.
I wanted to go, but y'all was just popping out too fast.
You tried.
I tried to go.
Literally.
I was gas. Jet was gassed up on the runway. And
PJ?
yeah, I had no other choice.
I can't wait. I think that's the
Wow, PJ, that's nice.
like the biggest accomplishment.
How'd you get to
can
Indiana?
have.
What?
Kids.
How'd you get to Indiana?
Oh, PJ.
I walked.
I said biggest accomplishment. You said PJ. No,
PJ 's a
talk
good
about children, man. You have any advice for me?
Advice for fatherhood? Get a night nurse for sure. What would you say? Advice?
I would say be a good dad.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, no, it's just like everyone's gonna like tell you like their own
What to
experiences,
do?
but like at the end of the day, nothing else. We're like every kid is different. Every kid's development is different, and
Yeah.
it's like, you might have a kid at the same time as someone else, and they might say their first words, or they might walk first, or whatever. But, bro, what's up? But at the end of the day, it's just like enjoy it. Like, this, are you pooping? You pooping, bro? Yes.
Oh my.
That's crazy.
But nah, yeah, I think this is enjoy it, bro, because it goes fast. Right? It goes fast. You're almost one already. Let the people know who you are, Hayes.
Hayes, talk. So, Donte, you played with some amazing players throughout your career. Giannis, Steph, Clay. What was that experience like? Where are they similar? Where are they different?
Steph and Giannis have a lot of differences, obviously, in how they play the game, positions, body types, all this stuff. But the similarity is like how they approach every single day and like how they want to be the best, best person in the NBA, how they want to be the best person on your team. Like I don't know the numbers exactly off the top of my head, but you know how like we have like the Noah stuff, like the keeps track. Like we all got in a lot of shots last year, and then there was like whoever was second, and then like add like another like 10,000 on top of that, and then that was Steph. Like the gap between him to the next guy in terms of just pure work was insane. And I was only around it for not even 12 months. And Giannis, I spent 4 years with him, and every single day he was in the gym. Days where you have blackout days and no one's allowed in the gym, and he's still in there. So I think it's a credit to them of how much time and effort they put in. playing with them it's so much fun. It's like one of those things you're gonna tell your kids when, you know, after all the basketball stuff's over, like, you see him, like, your dad played with him. Like, the amount of attention that both of them bring, but it's completely different, like, attention. Like Giannis, you obviously know what he wants to do. Everybody loads up in the paint, and he still somehow either gets to the free throw line, gets a dunk, whatever. Steph, like, I watched it where he's running around, like, he won't even bring the ball up. Like, he'll be like, here, you got it, and just run around. Hit Draymond, nope, don't like it, go to back and pass, and run. And you'll see, like, 2 or 3 guys end up chasing him. And that's how, like, I got, you know, 4 to 6 points a game of just, come here, let me set the screen for you, Steph. Yep, everybody go with him. I just slip to the basket, layup. And it's just a different type of attention, but it's something that, you know, I've never seen before. And they're also the great teammates. Steph is, you know, everything you think is what he is, and same with Giannis. Everybody thinks that, you know, when you get a certain level of, you know, stardom or whatever it is, like, you act differently. And those two guys don't. Like, Giannis is still goofy. He still plays around. Like, he's still a kid at heart. And that's what kind of makes you respect them even more. Because, like, you can approach them on some, like, real life. And they give you they're not going to give you, like, some life lesson type of thing. They're going to give you their perspective and what they've been through and everything like that.
Talked earlier about how Villanova, you faced a lot of adversity there and prepared you for adversity in the league. What's some of the adversity that you faced in the league?
I think the 2 things that I faced were, one, winning the championship but getting hurt. You know, like, you're faced with this, you know, question, can you come back? But if you do come back and the same thing happens, now you're facing long-term, you know, issues with your ankle and stuff. So, like, that was the adversity, like, taking, you know, the surgery and not being able to be out there for the run, because I started every game that season. And I felt like I was a key piece. So the adversity for me was, you know, yes, there's the side of being a good teammate and always, you know, you're not there, you're on the team, but at the same time, it's like, that's a tough pill to swallow, going from starting every game to not playing and watching this team win a championship. I don't care what you say. It's the competitive side of everybody wants to be out there. Do I say the ring doesn't count? Hell no. That counts. Like, I would never give that back. Like, I won a championship in the NBA. Now, was it, like I said, it was an adversity for me, tough pill to swallow. Like, damn. Like, I'm watching each series, like, what I could do out there. And then you're in the finals and you're just sitting there, and I'm watching Mikal, and I'm like, all I want to do is play, like, against Book and against CP and against Mikal. Like, that's all I wanted to do. And there's nothing you can do. So that's the adversity of dealing with that on the mental side of things. Like, you don't really know until you, like, are going through it. It's easy to say, like, oh, yeah, just, you know, be on the sideline, be a good teammate, cheer, cheer, cheer. And it's like, yeah, you do that, but at the same time, you got to go home. Like, when you go home, like, that's when all the, you know, your thought process starts spinning, like, damn, what's going to happen next? And then fast forward to the next year, I get traded.
It's like,
yeah. Oh, no, that was the year before.
that was the year before?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I got traded. Nope, come on back. And then the following year, I got traded to the same team. And they were like, okay, now you're going to go. But no, I got traded there, and then, you know, not getting a qualifying offer. That was like a real big moment in my career where I was like, whoa, time out. Y'all not giving me a qualifying offer? Like, what's next? Like, I don't know what's next. I didn't understand the business side. So then once you figure everything out, how do you deal with adversity? Where do I go to get my career back on track? And that's what I decided, all right, let me go to Golden State. There's not another top tier team in the league with how to, you know, you just seen it. Like, they've won however many championships, you know, play with Steph, play with Clay, play with Draymond. Like, Draymond was a big factor for me of going there. And that's exactly what I did. Just go in and just be myself and then get back on track. So if you look at both of the times I faced adversity, it was like, how do I get back on track? And I think last year was the biggest year for me in my career.
It's been a pleasure having you on the pod, buddy.
Appreciate you coming
Yeah.
on.
I'm just happy you were finally able to
We made it happen, man.
I mean,
Made it happen.
cut some time out for us, man.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get dinner sometime this week.
We probably can't.
Hey, we
Not
got
tomorrow. Late tip.
late tip, but appreciate you coming on the pod. It's always a blessing to have the Michael
Thank you,
Jordan of
brother.
Delaware come kick it with us.
That's
So much love. Make sure you guys tune in. Coming out with a new episode every week. Make sure y'all show love to the socials, and appreciate y'all rocking with us.